You have got to be kidding me. NVIDIA gapping up almost $90 after hours is going to change people's lives. This trade, if you took calls, is probably going to pay you around 2,000%. So if you put in $1,000 in this, you are going to make about 20 grand. If you put in $100 in this, you're going to make about 2 grand. And let's just say you put 10K into this, you're going to make about $200,000. Now, NVIDIA had earnings and they beat. So let's take a look at this options chain real quick. And how do I know it's going to be up about 2,000%? So when I'm looking at these earnings plays, if you swung at next week's contracts, which usually when I'm trading in the options market, and if I'm swinging any risky earnings plays, the premiums have to be a good risk to reward ratio. Like, I'm not going to buy something if it's 20% move, and that 20% move is only going to make me about 100% on the trade. It has to be a home run, whether it's going to be 400, 500 to 1,000% potential, or nothing on the downside. But the spreads have to be very cheap. The premiums have to be very cheap, and so on. So how do I know it's going to get to about 2,000? Well, let's take a look at this. These contracts, let's say it closed already today. Wow, it's so far in the money now. This purple is in the money. So 305 today was trading around $1,300 a contract for next week. Now, keep in mind that this is where this purple line was ending right before close, and now it's sitting right here. So I want people to look at this. These were $48 a piece, and in the monies at 305 are $1,300. So not including theta decay, not including IV percentage because it's going to come down a little bit, but these $48 a piece contracts are going to be worth about $1,300 a piece. Now let's just say theta gets involved and so does IV, so they're worth about $1,100 a contract. Let's just say $48. If you had 10 of them, that's $480, right? Now, that $480 is now going to be worth around $12,000. It's insane how much money this is going to be printing. To put it in perspective, NVIDIA has been absolutely launching. Now, if we take a look at this weekly chart, the reason that if you were bullish, the reason that you were bullish is you thought that it was going to break this all-time high, right? So this is its all-time high at 346. It has surpassed that and then some. There's going to be a massive, massive, massive gap down in NVIDIA, and this thing has come from $105 all the way to 305 in the last, since last September, last October. So literally within 7 months, this stock has taken a whole new leap, like almost 300% in the stock in 3 months and 10 months, whatever it is. I don't think this is sustainable. I'm going to be the first one to say it. Everyone's in this hype train. I think this is a short opportunity, and I think this is going to be a beautiful one too. There's something called a gap fill, right? And the gap fill is when a stock gaps up above its previous price action, and there's no candlesticks in between it, hence the gap. So this is sitting right around this level. I'm going to get rid of this line real quick so this makes it easier to see. I'm going to clear the drawing set, and I'm going to zoom in over here. So its all-time high is around this 346 level. So I'm going to draw a line at this 346.47. Let's just say that this is it real quick. I got to switch my drawing set real quick to the line. Boom. Here it is, 346.47. Here's the line. This is exactly where the stock is trading out right now, 380. Let's look at this. Let's just say it's at 381 right now, but just for sake of time and not a lack of, boom, wait, hold on, to the left. Now let's draw this real quick. Let's give ourselves a nice little rectangle in here. So if I draw this level and I make this gray, this is going to be the gap. There is nothing in between this line and from here, and I don't think that this is going to happen that fast. But once NVIDIA sees some weakness, and this could happen tomorrow, we could see a massive rundown if it doesn't go up towards that $400 level. But even if it goes up to 400, when it starts getting weaker and you start to see a breakdown below this 380 mark, there is so much room down to 346. It might be a really good opportunity to play some puts for the long term or short, because things cannot just go this straight up without a big bubble crash. So I'm just saying it. Doesn't mean that you have to go along with it. This is my opinion, and I really, really, really think that this 381 down to 346 would be a massive payout. So that's about a $40 drop, right? Let's say about a $35 drop. So if we look at it, and we take some longer term puts out here, just saying hypothetically, let's say we wanted to take like a month or so. Let's do 2 months out, $30 drop. right? These contracts look really expensive because that's not how much they were. 305. So they're about $2,000 in the money. So right here, it's obviously all the way over here right now. They're not $7,000 for a month out. They're about $2,000 for a month out, and a $30 drop is about $700. So with IV percentage, these will probably be worth about $400 to $500 a piece to retest that 346. And I don't think if it retests that 346, it's going to bounce. I think it's going to fall right through it. So long-term opportunity for puts, in my opinion, but as of right now, if you're on the call side, congratulations. You just made 2,000% on a trade, and that is life-changing money, especially if you put in like a $1,000 to $10,000 in the trade. It is going to be an absolute banger. I'm upset that I missed out on that one, but I am watching something else, and we'll get into that in the very next video. But NVIDIA, once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and this is why I would trade for the rest of my life.